Hey good people, and welcome back to the channel. The other day, I had the opportunity to check out a new Tubi movie called FanGirl, and if I had to rate the movie on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a solid 4. Over the years, there have been a number of deranged stalker fan movies that have come out, and while this movie doesn't exactly reinvent the wheel, I appreciate it for what it tried to do. So over the course of the review, I'll give a brief summary of the movie, I'll talk about some of the things that I liked, as well as some of the things that I did not like. So without any further delay, let's jump right in. The movie FanGirl primarily follows the character Demetria. When we first see Demetria, she's laying on her friend's couch, enjoying all the benefits that come with freeloading. We then shift to the character Eliza, who is a very popular supermodel, and she holds a contest for all the superfans out there. The winner of this contest can either choose from getting $5,000 in cash or to have dinner with Eliza. We get some character development for Eliza, and truth be told, she is not a very likable character. However, she treats this fan contest like an obligation and not like something that she genuinely wants to do. Further into the story, we see Demetria not only show her crazy side, but she shows how far she would go to secure the bag. The movie ends in a very typical, predictable fashion, as Demetria is about to achieve her ultimate goal, but is stopped in the process. Now, while I gave the movie a low rating, I did see some potential with it. When it came to the acting performances, I appreciated them, especially with what the actors were given to work with. The woman who played Demetria definitely convinced me that the character was a little touched and her performance was believable. I like some of the storytelling for the movie. I think what separates this movie from other deranged fan movies was that this movie gives us several scenes with the real fangirl Jerica. Jerica is probably the most sympathetic character in the movie. We got some character development with her, and we get to see how innocent she was prior to meeting Demetria. But it was the love of Jerica's family where it stopped Demetria from harming anyone else, when it's usually the main protagonist that takes this role. And as much as I ding Tubi movies for not showing nudity in scenes where it makes sense, this movie actually shows nudity during the shower scene, which is a plus towards helping people like me buy into what the movie's selling. However, there were several issues that I had with FanGirl. My biggest issue would be with the character Demetria and her lack of backstory and character development. As part of the viewing audience, we see Demetria kill her best friend and roommate over Demetria's refusal to get a job and help pay some of the bills. Was this the first time that Demetria murdered somebody, or does she have a history of doing this? And why, after every murder, does Demetria stick her hand down her underpants and think of happy thoughts? I know the logical answer to this question, but the movie never fully explained what Demetria's mental health condition was, what triggered these episodes, or what her endgame was truly in the grand scheme of things. Demetria is not only a serial killer, but she's also a kleptomaniac. But at some point, Demetria had to have known that she was going to eventually get caught. For me, I just wish that there was a scene or two in the movie which explains why Demetria was the way that she was and why she moves in the way that she does. Another issue that I had was with the character Eliza. In my opinion, Eliza was extremely unlikable. She came off as selfish, irresponsible, and she cared little about self-preservation. She had a security guard that she paid to protect her, but then she also dismissed him whenever he shared concerns for her safety. She had a boyfriend that she wanted to dump simply because she wanted something different. And she gravitated towards a best friend who was filled with hate, jealousy, and ignorance. But the kicker in all this madness was that the winner of this contest got to have dinner at Eliza's house. Not fancy eating establishments like Red Lobster, Olive Garden, and the Cheesecake Factory, but Eliza's humble abode. And it seemed like Eliza was perfectly fine with giving a random stranger her address. Not to mention that Eliza was also perfectly fine with letting this random stranger eat the box, spend a few nights over the house, all while failing to verify who this person was. So when Demetria finally decided to strike against Eliza, I was low-key rooting for Demetria to do whatever she does best. And the only other issue that I had was with the ending. Towards the end of the movie, Demetria takes out Eliza's best friend, Eliza's boyfriend/ex-boyfriend, she harms Eliza's assistant, and she's about to take out Jerica's sister until Jerica's cousin shoots her. Demetria is arrested off screen, and we don't get any proper closure for her character. To me, a proper closure for Demetria would have been great for the movie. Nevertheless, these are my thoughts about the movie, and if you're thinking about seeing the movie, then you should check it out and judge for yourself. Sadly, this movie is not on my recommendation list, but this marks the end of my review. If you have any comments related to the review or the movie, feel free to leave them below in the comment section and I'll be sure to check them out. Until next time, stay tuned and stay safe. Peace.